The Sherman Hotel stood at this intersection, Clark and Randolph Streets in Chicago. Currently, it's now owned by Google, so it'll be a Google location. Before Google, it used to be the State of Illinois building. So, let's get into it. Fats Waller had a series of dates at the Sherman Hotel. He played New Year's Eve party here, December 31st, 1925. At 21, Fats left New York for a series of dates at the Sherman Hotel. I imagine that would be the Panther Room that was located inside of the College Inn, which was kind of popular. Not kind of, it was popular. I spoke about it on another vlog a little bit. But Fats Waller played New Year's Eve party here in 1925 here at the Sherman Hotel. Now, he was a big hit here. And as the story goes, it was 1926, the winter of 1926. These guys came in, of course, guys with broad lapel suits, as described. Fats would see on various nights. So these men, some of these men were Al's boys coming to check him out. Listen to him, they loved the music. From what I understand, Al Capone enjoyed the music of Fats Waller. Al Capone was 27. Fats Waller was 21 at the time. This would have occurred, well, Al's birthday was in January. So if we're talking 1926, winter of 1926, if it was in the same month of Al Capone's birthday, we're talking about January. Fats Waller was playing in the Panther Room, and he was a big hit. Now this hotel was said to have catered to gangsters. This hotel actually hosted a peace conference between the South Gang and the North Side Gang. Moran taking care of the North Side and Capone on the South Side. And at this hotel, they came up with a treaty. And this treaty decided, among other things, that Madison Street was going to be the division line. That's just a couple blocks south of here. That treaty didn't last long, less than a year. So, but it was 1926 that Al Capone really had nothing to do with this. It was Al's boys wanting to surprise Al Capone for his birthday because they knew he loved the music of Fats Waller. So here Fats Waller is 21, coming from New York to do some dates here. They came in and I guess he finished his gig and they put a pistol on him. As described, he put a pistol on his belly, and led him to the limousine outside. Now that entrance, I believe, would have been on Clark right here. Looking at the pictures, I'll do a little overlay. And drove off and took him to the Hawthorne Inn, which was in Al Capone headquarters. That's in Cicero, Illinois. Now at the time they didn't have expressways, anything, get them moving fast. They didn't have 290 to go west real quick, or 55 or anything. It was all streets. Maybe they took Ogden instead of those kind of southwest. But it wouldn't have been the same speed, of course. They had the older car, so I don't know how long would it took them, a half hour, 20 minutes maybe, to get from here to Cicero. Red lights and such. But there, it was said they brought him into the Hawthorne Inn and brought him over to the piano. He realized there was a party for Al Capone. They're trying to get some other shots here. Many people would have heard jazz for the first time in this building, because before they were playing the early jazz, they were playing, you know, the traditional waltz, violin, and this sort of thing for the entertainment, the band and such. But during those early 20s, you know, the music started to change. And so this would have been a lot of people's first time listening to jazz at this hotel. The hotel was closed in 1973 and eventually torn down in 1980. Now at this party, this was actually, this was Fats Waller's first time trying champagne. From what I understand, it became his choice drink. Fats was that party guy. When he got off the stage and went to his dressing room, it was a party. He was the party guy. Now his son stated that his father spent a lot of money. He sold a lot of he needed money. He just sold some of his songs. I believe I stated this in another vlog or something. But he blew through that money really quick. So, you know, he's a spender. Making money, spend it. By some accounts, he was in the Hawthorne Inn in Cicero for a day and a half. I know his son says he was there for a day and a half. Other written accounts online, you will see they'll say like 3 days. So, seems like he was there for more than a day. There's something else. Before he came to Chicago for his gig, he was playing at the Lafayette. He was playing organ at the Lafayette and Lincoln theaters. So when he got done with his gig here, at the Hawthorne, they sent him back to the, put him back in the limo and sent him, dropped him off at the Sherman Hotel. Then we went back to Harlem and continued playing organ at the Lafayette and Lincoln theaters. Said enough of this craziness in Chicago. I'm going back to Harlem where it's safer. This has been another one. Thanks for watching.